As the dog days of summer approached, generations of children in Inwood and around the city look forward to one thing only: the Miramar Saltwater Pool. Built in the 1920s, the massive facility was located on West 207th Street between 9th and 10th Avenues. Photos, dating as early as 1927, show a large outdoor pool just west of the University Heights Bridge. I remember those days at the Miramar, recalled Ken Hollerback, who was born in Inwood in 1947 and lived on Isham Street. Ken attended nearby Good Shepherd and spent many a summer day at the Miramar. A whole day in the sun for only $1. They gave you a locker key attached to an elastic strap that you wore around your ankle. The men's lockers were in the basement. It was always cold and damp down there on the concrete floor. There were also several showers you had to use before going up to the pool. And then, when you went upstairs, there was a passage on the side of the building where more showers, like a giant bidet, would finish the job of rinsing you from above and below. I remember there was a wonderful slide and a high diving board, and 2 smaller ones that seemed awfully high to a 10-year-old. At the shallow end of the pool, there was a boardwalk of painted plywood where you could stretch out in the sun. If you dared to, you could use the beach adjacent to the pool. It was the dirtiest sand I ever saw. It was full of soot and would get so hot in the sun that you couldn't walk across it barefoot. There was a snack bar and a lunchroom that overlooked the pool where you could take a break from the sun and enjoy a Coke in a bottle. My mom always packed a sandwich for my brother and me, usually PB&J, and we sure needed the energy after playing the creature from the Black Lagoon for hours. It claimed to be the world's largest outdoor saltwater pool, though I doubt it was the largest. It sure was salty too, which made it a lot easier for us to float and swim. The first time I ever swam in fresh water, I nearly drowned because I didn't have the buoyancy I was used to at the Miramar. At the end of the day, we were usually exhausted and dragged ourselves the 4 blocks back to Isham Street. Sunburned and red-eyed from the salt, we still couldn't wait to do it all again the next day. Plans to demolish the Miramar in the 1960s to make room for a grocery store were met by fierce neighborhood opposition. Jerry Zyko, who lived in Isham Gardens, recalled, "I remember the protests that were held because many of the families were now 2 working parent households, and the Miramar was a safe place for the kids to go. The world being what it is, the pool that had served generations so well was replaced by a pathmark. To quote an old familiar song, they paved paradise and put up a parking lot."